ready for this conversation, but we're going to have it anyway. The people who keep having children, despite the fact that they can barely take care of themselves, despite the fact that they are in unhealthy relationships, despite the fact that they don't really fully understand themselves or cannot provide anything to children, are more selfish than the people who don't have kids. Matter of fact, if you don't have kids, you can't be selfish, because the kids don't exist. You all are more selfish than people who choose to not have kids. God forbid that people who choose to not have kids want to actually be able to have something in their brains, in their pockets, in their financial stature, their emotional stature to share with their children. You all just whoop-de-doo. I got a kid. Oh, well, we're going to make it work. They're going to struggle with me. Children grow up in trauma. They get teased with trauma, and it can be because of their dad or their mom. And meanwhile, you can go on about your day and have another boyfriend, have another girlfriend, have whatever friend you got. These kids will forever be tied to the mother or the father who is in the toxic relationship with you, no matter what. You all fail to realize that most of you all are not equipped to have children. You may have the gift to be able to bring life into this world, but it is not a gift when you bring life into a world of chaos. And you say people who choose to not have children because they recognize that life is chaotic, they're the ones selfish. Let's keep it a buck. Most of y'all have children because you could not keep your legs closed. You thought that you can keep a man, or you wanted to have something that loved you forever because your mama didn't love you properly or your daddy didn't love you properly. Hence, a selfish reason. I never heard a lot of people just get on here and say, I had children, I want to give them and uplift them and give them a life that I've never had. They all say, oh, I want something to love me, or I want a big family, I want a legacy, I want somebody to take care of me when I get older. Those are selfish reasons. Good day.
This is how I know I'm not destined to be a parent, because as I'm watching the video, all I'm thinking about is grabbing the car keys, getting in the car by myself, and just drive. Just drive. Just keep going until I run out of gas, which probably won't be as far because I very rarely fill my gas tank. What? The first one fell, took down the other one, and then all of a sudden there was a third. Where did the third one come from? Because I thought it was 3, as in the twins plus the older one. Then there's another young. Oh my God, you only have 2 arms. You only have 2 arms. And then that's the thing with like twins and triplets. It's always on the fucking table, and I'm a twin, so it's like it's in my bloodline. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so overstimulated. Like, I'm getting dizzy. Just, you only have 2 arms, but you got 3, babe. And then you have an older one. Jesus. How the fuck did my mom do this shit, bro? Like, the speed in which I would snort my birth control. Like, my God. I'm just destined to have dogs. Like, Nala is here, and, if she ever crosses the Rainbow Bridge, I don't know if I'd get another one, but yeah, y'all got it. And where the damn daddy? Like, all that shit happening, the daddy ain't even home. Bro. Hand them over to their fucking daddy, get in that car, and just drive. And you singing gospel. Child, I don't. You are definitely God's strongest soldier, because me, absolutely not.
Do my lips with me while I tell you one of the craziest things somebody had said to me as a child-free by choice woman. I was like, what the fuck? So, one day I was talking to somebody. Literally talking to them, minding my business, and I mentioned that I was child-free by choice. I'm not having kids. This person told me that they will grape Me. Yes, you heard the R word. Me, just so I can have a child. You could already guess it was a fucking man. And they said they would take me back home, Africa, and do this. Because again, they know that they could get away with something like this. Back home. They will absolutely get away with it and probably get praised and stuff for doing some crazy shit like this. Okay? Which is really fucking crazy because all I said was I don't ever plan to have kids. But African men believe that a woman's worth is tied into motherhood. Anyway, don't mind my lip gloss. They believe that a woman's whole purpose in life is to have kids and take care of their damn man. And they can beat on the woman, basically, like property, basically. So how dare I open my mouth and said I don't want to do that. I don't want to basically suffer. I just want to live my life and be happy in life. No, unacceptable. But this is my lips. But yeah, that's one of the craziest things they said to me. This is why I like posting child-free content on here as an African woman, because it piss these motherfuckers off. Like, I love seeing them pissed off. It just, yeah, keep going.
Everybody has their reasons for being child-free. Me personally, I hate living with people. I hate living with other living beings. I don't want no pets. I don't want no plants. I don't even want no dust in my house. It's just me and the universe and my house. I could never have a child running around my house. I could barely live with another adult. Do y'all understand me? Mommy, be quiet. The energy in this room is too high. The vibrations are too diagonal. You're gonna have to leave.
I could never rely on my husband to fund my life, which I think is a fair statement. Yeah, girl, we know. Of course, she is a stay-at-home mom. And then her caption is, hating on stay-at-home moms because you don't trust your own husband is crazy. What does that have to do with anything? Not wanting to rely on your husband for 100% financial security doesn't mean you don't trust your husband. It's also not hating on stay-at-home moms to say something like that. I personally could never 100% rely on my boyfriend, husband, etc. to take care of everything. And it's not because I don't trust him. It's because I personally take pride in providing a lot of things for both myself and the people I love. And yes, that includes financially. So for me, I would not feel accomplished if I could not contribute in that way. If you are comfortable and happy contributing in other ways that are not financial, that's totally fine. I'm glad you're living the life you want to live. But just because someone wants a different life, it doesn't mean they're looking down on you or attacking you. And when we say we could never do that, it's not a slight, it's just our reality.
Sometimes when I have a bad day, I remember that there's people going through the same thing that I'm going through, but with kids.
All I want is to be able to feel safe enough to show up as my truest self and to have a joyous life. The only life worth having is one where you are exhausting yourself for a worthy cause.
What? Some people base their worth on whether you're married and have kids because it's either their biggest flex or their biggest downfall. I'm going to say biggest downfall. I'm going to say biggest downfall because I can't even count how many times I've come across a video on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram where somebody is attacking child-free people unprovoked. Nobody ever said anything to them, but they're coming online, whether or not they have a kid on their hip, saying dumb shit like, well, not having kids is not a flex. You just don't have kids. It's not a flex. Motherfucker, nobody ever said it was a flex. That's the thing, like, nobody is flexing on here. But when you're insecure and not happy with your life choices, you think everybody is bragging. You think everybody is bragging, everybody is flexing. Nobody can be happy around you. Oh, that's not a flex. You just don't have kids, da-da-da-da-da-da. As if people aren't allowed to be happy with their lives. As if people aren't allowed to be satisfied. Bitch, please. Especially all of the fucking pressure I felt all my life as a woman. As a black woman. Where people only put us in a fucking box. Oh, you're only supposed to be a wife and a mother? I don't give a shit if you think it's a flex. I don't give a shit if you think we're bragging. I'm gonna keep coming on here and talking about it because how else am I going to find my tribe? How else if I don't talk about it? Fuck out of here.
Timothy Chalamet stated that choosing a child-free life seems bleak, and I expect that from him, but there are people who are shocked, and I don't know why. If you knew nothing about him, you know one thing, is that he is a man, and typically men do not have the same responsibilities as women when it comes to children, so their decision to have them, to bring them into this world, it's easier and it's quicker. On top of his gender being an influence, we also have the fact that he's a Nepo baby, okay? He grew up with a certain lifestyle, and his mindset has been molded by that.
With a little decline of birth rates in Nigeria, I want to talk about why I would love to continue to be child-free until the day I die. First of all, those bitches are expensive. Have you ever checked how much a pair of jeans for a little child costs? And they grow so quick, so you could buy a pair of jeans right now, they're gonna need a new one in 3 months. And I don't like to spend my money on anyone but me. That sounds selfish, I don't care. I'm the one that's gonna carry the child, so my body would change drastically. Have you seen what happens to women these days? These girls are losing their teeth, hair, sight, hearing. Some people's faces are changing, your body, your vagina. No. If you have a child, you cannot relax, cannot slack off, not take breaks. It's forever. Sounds like a life sentence. Like you cannot even take time off. This is forever. Ooh, I don't like that. But once you have a child, you need to make sure you have money all the time. You have what they're gonna eat all the time, what they're gonna wear, what they're gonna do. Ooh, that's too much scheduling for me. It's hard enough taking care of me, not to talk of a whole child. I like peace. And as a mother, my name is called every day. Mommy, 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 mommy. I will run mad. I better buy dog.